Hello from the beautiful Outer Banks of North Carolina. As I mentioned earlier, I'm in North Carolina this whole week with my family. We have actually we're going to have all 9 of our 9 siblings gathered here in North Carolina later this week. So we're very excited about that. But we're also in week 3 of IELOL, and I want to help make that transition from week 2 to week 3 and give you some heads up for what's going to be happening in the immersion experience in only a couple weeks. So a couple things. First of all, on week 2, wonderful stuff around the brand. I love the definitions you used for your own terminology, your own language, your own concepts of who you are and how you see the world, as well as your institutions. A lot, like Penn State, are very complex, and we know these entities are anything but simple. And some of the language there was used, anything but simple. These are complex environments we operate in, and understanding how to navigate those spaces can sometimes be challenging for us. A couple things as we move to week 3 then. This is our final week of the primer. I encourage you all to engage again as quickly and as often as you can. This preparation, this primer, will help you do have a better experience when you're with us in the immersion. A couple of things that are really kind of important in this week 3 to tune into. Let me start with the lighter lifting one. There's a great article from Cantner that we've used for years now called Zoom In and Zoom Out. And it's a conversation about that challenge of moving between sort of the details and specifics of projects, sort of the nose to the grindstone model, to one where we're lifting up and looking at larger issues, the strategic part. And the understanding that we're never fully in one world or the other, and that we all kind of navigate between these two spaces, and that's sort of the reality of our work. The second one that we want to tune into is the innovation discussion that Laurie Hillstock is taking us through. And in this one in particular, we are digging into the teamwork. We're starting that teamwork process. So you've all been assigned to a team. You'll notice that Laurie has posted 10 of these teams. And your teams will be fairly specific. The individuals have been selected. The teams have been arranged based on the surveys you completed for Laurie. And this is really the beginning of the preparation for the Digital Learning Council meeting we'll have on August 8th in Innovation Park at Penn State. And we want to make sure that you're engaged with your team, doing your work, understanding the context for that. So please, in particular, pay attention to that one. Lastly, we're going to be looking at your project, your IELOL project. As you know, there are multiple phases of the Institute. One of these is where we ask you to pick a project that is meaningful to you and is impactful to your institution. And so we start to define that here. I like to describe it as you're going to have 72 consultants working with you on your project. And so you take advantage of those when you have them. Great experts, faculty and participants alike, and you want to use those folks to help you refine and define what your project might be. So when you arrive at State College, for the August immersion program, one of the very first things I'll be asking you to do is to post your project title, your current project title, up on the board. That project title may change a little bit between the time you start that conversation or the discussion or definition and the time we end the immersion. It's not unusual for people to go through and refine that language, so I'm hoping you'll do that. Very much looking forward to seeing you in a couple weeks. I am going to try to enjoy myself here a little bit for this week, but I'll also be online interacting and watching with you. So as always, it's a pleasure and look forward to talking to you soon. Bye-bye.